Am I the asshole for ruining my own gender reveal party? I'm pregnant with a baby boy due in November. My fiancé and I didn't care much about the sex of our child, so we didn't make too much noise about it once we found out. The only people we'd informed were our parents, their partners, and our siblings. Prior to this, my father's girlfriend of 3 years had been asking me about my plans for a gender reveal party. I've always been clear about not wanting one. When I announced my son's gender to them, she expressed disappointment that I hadn't changed my mind about a party. I don't like gender reveals. Never have, never will. I prefer baby showers, which I think feel more about the actual child. I never tried to hide that opinion, either. Days later, my father's girlfriend invited me over for tea at their apartment. My dad was out of town. When I got there, about a dozen people popped out of hiding to surprise me. There were pink and blue decorations everywhere, which made what was going on pretty clear. As I stood there in shock, my father's girlfriend excitedly told me they were throwing me a surprise gender reveal party. Since I'd already told her, she had taken it upon herself to order a cake with colorful frosting, decorate the apartment, and invite a bunch of people over. The guests included her mother, whom I don't get along with, some of her friends, my MIL, not my mom, and 4 of my friends. As I later found out, my MIL and friends had been told I'd changed my mind about gender reveals. I had not. Still in the doorway, I looked over at everyone and said, "It's a boy. You guys can go home now." I left without looking back. Hours later, my father called me furious that I'd ruined the party. He said his girlfriend had put a lot of effort, money, and love into planning it, and I should have shown respect and gratitude for it. Apparently, she hadn't stopped crying since I left. It's been almost a week, and they're both still upset. Even after I explained I never wanted that party in the first place, they're insisting I could have sucked it up for an hour, or at least cut the cake. Part 2. Am I the asshole for ruining my own gender reveal party? Am I the asshole for leaving my own baby shower? Not the a-hole. My husband, 38M, and I, 36F, are finally expecting a child together after years of trying, and we're both super excited. Due to how long it's taken to get pregnant, I'm being careful over who I'm telling and how I'm celebrating, especially given the risk of miscarriage. I'm 7 months along. My husband is close to his 2 female first cousins N, 40F, and A, 45F, both of whom have kids. My husband and I both immigrated to our current country from different countries and met here as adults. In my culture, we don't have baby showers prior to birth due to caution about not celebrating too much before giving birth to a live baby, while in my husband's culture, baby showers are common. Both N and A had baby showers, which is fine. I attended and gave them gifts, but now that I'm pregnant, they're asking me when my baby shower is going to be. I've told them repeatedly that I'm not going to have one. They refuse to acknowledge this and have continued to ask. My MIL and my husband's aunt are also asking but have been more polite when I've explained why I don't want one. The cousins are disappointed that we're not having a baby shower, since they're close to my husband. This weekend, Anne invited me for a family dinner at her house, and it turned out to be a surprise baby shower for us. Decorations, games, gifts, the whole shebang. My family live a few states away, so it was just my husband's family and friends in attendance. I flipped out. I had told them repeatedly that I don't want a baby shower because I'm being superstitious about finally having a healthy baby. I burst into tears and told them that if they weren't going to listen to me, then they weren't going to meet my baby after the birth. My MIL had driven me there, so I ordered an Uber and went home without telling them. Apparently, they called my husband in a panic because I had just left, and my husband got upset at me for leaving when his family was just trying to do a nice thing for me. I said that doing a nice thing would have been to respect my wishes. When I complained to my mother, she was surprised and said that she hadn't heard anything about this until now, so apparently nobody on my side was even consulted. My husband and his family are upset at me for not being grateful about the baby shower, and my husband said that I should have just sat through it. I say that I shouldn't have to tolerate something that goes against my cultural practices when it doesn't hurt anyone. My husband and I can afford to buy stuff for our baby, so it's not about the gifts. And yes, I know how expensive things can get for babies. It's more that I don't want unnecessary/unwanted stuff cluttering our home. My husband wants to keep the gifts because his family went to the trouble of buying them, whereas I want to donate them. Don't forget to like the video and follow the channel and hit the bell and share the vid.